The city smells like smoke, piss, and money. You weren't born into a family, you were born into debt. Your father carries crates. Heavy ones, wet ones. Not his. His back is bent like he was born already broken, hands cracked, fingernails black with grease and dirt. Every day he leaves before sunrise and comes back when you're almost asleep. He smells like sweat, rust, and exhaustion. Your mother sits at the table, a small pile of coins in front of her. She counts them again and again, as if that could make them multiply. Sometimes she cries, quietly, so you won't hear. But you hear everything. You see the warehouse boss yelling at your father, shoving him with a shoulder, laughing. Your father says nothing, because silence is cheaper than a hospital bill. You don't count money, you count hits, words, looks. And one day it becomes clear. If you're poor, you're guilty. The law exists somewhere, just not for you. It's for the men who shout, for the ones who pay, for the ones who never carried crates. Childhood doesn't end in a single moment. It ends when you stop believing that someone is coming to protect you. You're 14. You stand at the door of a speakeasy. The door is heavy, wooden, reinforced with metal so it won't break on the first kick. Behind the wall, music, laughter, glasses clinking. People come here to forget that the city hates them. Your job is silence. You don't ask for names. You don't look people in the eyes. You memorize footsteps. If you hear heavy boots, you knock twice. Short. If the faces are unfamiliar, you vanish into the alley. Fast. Quiet. You learn to recognize cops by the way they walk, by how they look around, by how they hold their hands. Fear becomes a habit. Sometimes it feels like your heart is beating too loud, like they can hear it through the door. At the end of the night, someone presses money into your palm. Coins and bills are warm. They were just in someone else's hands. You clench them. They stick to your skin. The money smells like sweat, alcohol, and something else. Something dangerous. You realize this isn't just cash. It's your first step into a place you don't come back from. Alcohol is illegal. On paper, on the streets, it's the opposite. People are desperate. They don't want the taste. They want to forget. Forget the job. Forget the cold. Forget that tomorrow will look exactly like yesterday. You haul crates at night. No headlights. No talking. Through streets where every corner is an ambush. Bottles rattle in the back. Dull. Like bones in a sack. You learn to brake softly so the sound won't betray you. You know the routes. You know the patrols. You know where to turn if the shooting starts. Prohibition turns regular men into smugglers. Smugglers into killers. Some get rich overnight. Others vanish forever. You see cars in ditches, smashed crates, blood on the pavement, washed away by rain. The newspapers never write about that. Prohibition makes men rich, and it makes corpses. And you realize this isn't business, it's war. And you're already in it. He reaches for his gun. Not fast, not dramatic, just out of habit. You see it before you understand it. Your body reacts faster than your mind. You're faster. The shot tears through the air, louder than you expect, rough, ugly. The sound slaps your ears like an open hand. For a second, you can't hear. The body doesn't fall like in the movies. No drama, no slow motion. It just breaks and hits the ground heavy, final. You watch him try to breathe, but air doesn't work anymore. His mouth is open. His eyes are looking for something that's already gone. You're still holding the gun. Your hand is shaking. Your finger won't obey. You wait for a feeling. Adrenaline, victory, triumph. Nothing comes. Only emptiness. Deep. Cold. Like something inside you was switched off without a sound, without warning. Someone is shouting. Someone grabs your shoulder. You hear them, but like you're underwater. You look at your hands. They don't feel like yours anymore. You understand. There's no way back now. That wasn't a shot. It was a door, and you just walked through it. You're in the family now. They say it calmly, almost casually, like they're accepting not a man, but a tool. The suit fits perfectly, too perfectly. The fabric is expensive, heavy. It weighs on your shoulders more than the holster ever did. The gun is always with you, even when you don't need it, especially when you don't need it. They give you a new name. Your old one doesn't work anymore. Nobody says it out loud. People smile when you walk in, slowly, carefully. They laugh at your jokes, even when there aren't any. But you see their eyes. They're afraid. You don't greet people anymore. They notice you. You don't ask. You arrive. Nobody asks you questions. They bring you answers. You're not a man anymore. A man hesitates. A man fears for himself. You don't. You're a function. If someone needs to be scared, you're there. If pressure is needed, you're there. If someone needs to disappear, you're there too. And the worst part is, none of this surprises you anymore. You learned the rules, and the city learned who you are now. The car rolls in slow, too slow. You don't notice it right away. Just another shadow moving through the night. The window drops fast, sharp, like a decision already made. You don't even have time to breathe out. The machine gun tears the night apart. It doesn't sound like gunshots, not pops. A roar. The burst cuts through air, brick, flesh. Your friend drops beside you. No drama, no heroics. He was there, and then he wasn't. You fall with him, but you're still alive. Bullets scream overhead. The pavement shatters. Glass explodes. Everything happens too fast for fear. You don't scream. Screaming is for people who still hope. You remember the engine sound, the color of the car, the way the headlights disappear around the corner. You look at your friend, eyes open, staring at nothing. You don't say a word. There will be time later for anger, for revenge. Not now. Now it's war. And you're not in it by accident anymore. You don't sleep. You lie there and wait. Every sound in the dark makes your heart tighten. Every footstep behind you is the end. Not a fight, not a warning. Just death. Every phone call sounds like a trap. You're rich. You have everything that once mattered. But you can't relax. You can't leave. You live on edge. You're rich and completely unfree. They take you in the morning, not at night, not in an alley, in daylight. No gunfire, no shouting, no chances. They pull you from bed, let you get dressed, take their time. The cuffs click softly, cold, like reality. You look at their faces and understand. They're not afraid, because it's already over. They won't lock up a legend. Legends are useful to the city. They lock up you, and you don't decide anything anymore. You sit on the bunk, hard, cold, staring at the wall where there's no time and no answers. The cell smells of dampness and of other lives that ended here before yours. All your power stayed outside. The money, the names, the promises, none of it came through the door. Your connections are useless now, like a phone with no line. No one here fears your name. Here, you're just a number. Somewhere outside, the city keeps moving. Bars open, cases close, new names take your place. The city survived you, just as easily as it will survive the next one. You lift your eyes. You look into the dark where the exit used to be. The door closes, not hard, final. The city stays outside, and you stay inside.